This is the at-home assessment for the strength and conditioning program. I'm going to go through all the different tests that you have to film. You can let your camera run through the whole thing in one take and just move through each of these exercises. So the first one's going to be just a deep squat, and you can go bare feet or socks, but ideally it's without shoes. You're going to have your toes facing forwards, a little bit more than shoulder width apart. And can you sit your butt all the way down as low as possible while your heels are still on the ground? For this one, we're not too worried about your back position, whether it's round or flat. And from your lowest point, can you stand and then sink back into it without your heels coming off the ground, without your knees caving in like that? And just 3 reps down. Make sure you pause at the bottom, hold that position, so we can see how low you can get, and stand back up. The second one is an overhead version of that. Grab a hockey stick or a dowel, and with your hands about double shoulder width apart, you're gonna keep your elbows straight, keep the dowel directly above your head, and again, try to sit down into that same overhead position, keeping the dowel back behind your ears, and then stand. And you're gonna do that for 3 reps. Next one's going to be a lunge position. Okay, so you're going to go with your feet not in a straight line, but just about regular shoulder width apart, and you're going to drop down. Make sure that your torso is vertical. Pause, hold with your knee off the ground, and then can you spin and rotate and face the other direction, and pause and hold. Okay, back and forth. 3 per direction, pausing and holding for a couple seconds in between each. Now the overhead version of that, next one, for this we want the hands much closer together, shoulder width apart, and we want the dowel back far enough that we can see your ears. So you got to be pressing it back, back, back. And then it's the exact same exercise as before. Drop down, hold your lunge for a couple seconds, rotate over to the other side. Again, keep it back. Elbows are locked so we can see your ears behind your hands. 3 per direction, holding for 2-3 seconds in between. Now we want to see in test number 5 if you can do a hinge. And what a hinge is by bending my knees only a little bit. How far forward can my chest go while still keeping the dowel touching my tailbone, back, and head? So get that bar touching those 3 points with your hand in your low back. There's a little curve naturally in your low back. The moment you round it, you're not touching anymore. Or the moment you round going forward like that, you're not touching anymore. So you gotta bend your knees just the slightest amount, but as you go forward, keep your back flat, 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 flat. And how far can you pause? Still touching all 3 points with only a little bit of a knee bend. And then back up. Do that one 3 times again as well. This is your single leg broad jump. So you're not allowed using your other leg at all. Sometimes people touch it down as they jump or touch it down as they land. We're marking both the quality of the landing as well as the distance that you jump. So I'm only on my right leg. My foot's behind the line. I jump as far as I can. I balance and hold. And then I'm going to take the measurement off the heel, 1.3 meters, 130 centimeters. You're going to do this 3 times. And again, we want the video so we can look at the quality of the landings, but you're also going to need to submit the score, the actual numbers. 3 jumps on your right leg, and then 3 jumps on your left leg. Okay, this next one is a foot speed test. So the pattern, and I recommend practicing this pattern quite a few times before you do the actual test. You're going to cross over a mark on the floor, step, step, cross, step, step, cross, step, step. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's a 3-step pattern. You're going to go for 10 seconds, as fast as you can go. And then mistakes cost you a point. So you got to make sure you're doing the pattern correctly. Don't just go super fast and be out of control. You got to cross over the line, step, step, not stepping on the line, not stepping before the line. Go over it, 1, 2, over it, 1, 2, over it, 1, 2, over it, 1, 2. If you don't have somebody there to time you, we'll do the scoring. Just go for more than 10 seconds, go for 12 or 13 or 15 seconds, and we'll pull the 10-second score out of there and the number of mistakes, as long as the camera's showing your feet and we can see it. The last two tests are push-ups and supine pull-ups. Some people might not have the ability to do supine, which means laying on your back pull-ups at home. If you can, great. If not, don't worry about it. The push-ups are going to require you to have to go at a certain pace, which is 25 push-ups a minute or 50 beats per minute. And go on YouTube and type in metronome 50 beats per minute and you'll get a metronome. It's going to sound something like this. And this is the pace that you have to go at. So you have to go where you're arriving right at the beeps. And again, if you're doing the ring pull-ups, same thing. So for the push-ups, I'm going to touch my chest to the ground and I have to go down, up, at that exact pace. Okay, and then the supine pull-up, same thing. You can use a bar if you have it, if you have the setup, or you can use rings or TRX. And the big one here is that you're keeping your head back. You're not coming up and doing like a chin up, and you're going chest to bar, down, chest to bar, down. Okay, keeping your feet together and your body flat and horizontal. Again, that's 25 reps a minute, which is a metronome of 50 beats per minute. If you type that into YouTube, you can get that clip and then go to that pace. Okay, those are all your tests. Good luck.